even just, I think for me too, it's like that whole process. Like, I don't know where in my life I came to think things should be instant, but I do
Mm,
feel like that. Like,
mm.
man, if it doesn't happen in 5 days, then I'm a failure.
Now
And
let me
it's
ask you this. Let's stay there because that's interesting. I like
Mhm.
that. I like it because man, you have these discussions all the time.
Right, yeah.
So, so when you say you don't know where you got that from, could it be that's kind of from our uh religious days when we was pastoring, and you kind of know, like in the church, a lot of time. If you haven't seen those other videos, go back and watch those deconstructing videos.
Right.
If you don't know, me and my wife used to be pastors, pastor, co-pastor, former pastors. We had our own church, Love Like Christ, all that stuff. So would you say that that's kind of from that? Because growing up in the church, you always hear turn around 3 times.
Right.
About time you get home, it's gonna happen.
Yes.
And we didn't sow
I mean, I
seeds, and we didn't.
definitely think that played a part,
Got you, got you, got you.
And
Yeah,
then just, I don't even have to be like making a ton of money, but let me at least get a sale or whatever. I mean, I want to sell my stuff. I don't want to have to feed it to the boys every night because
yeah.
I have so
No,
much product left over.
no, that's real talk.
That's probably just the fear in my head, like, oh my gosh, okay,
Yeah.
am I going to be able to sell anything? And just that whole making a decision, like, what do I need to do? I mean, just so many things go through my mind, and like you say, it's the story playing
Hey,
in
yeah.
my
No,
mind.
no,
That's
no. That's real talk. Like you said, I'm gonna say this before we get to the next point because I love that book. I love that book. You see how wifey look at me when I say that?
I
Look,
know.
I always tell people this: belief, faith, totally different things, right? You know where I'm going with this. The children of Israel died in the wilderness, right? And if you read that story and study that story, they died not from a lack of faith, but from a lack of belief in themselves. Watch
Right.
this. They had enough faith for God to save them from Pharaoh, right? Watch this. But they died in the wilderness because they didn't have enough belief in themselves to take hold of the promise.
Right.
Some of y'all out there watching this, and I ain't trying to be churchy. I ain't trying. Some of y'all out here watching this, man, y'all got enough faith, right, for the universe and God to do certain things in your life, but you don't got enough belief in yourself to really take hold of the promise. So you wandering around the wilderness for 40 years and you about to die off in there because you don't believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself, good people. Look, I just wanted to add that, babe. I just want to add that before we got to the next point because that what made me thought about that.
Right.
How the children of Israel lost out on their promise. Not because they didn't have the route. My lips, my lips, my lips. What I got on there, babe? What I got? Is it gone? Is it gone? So the children of Israel lost out on their promise because of lack of belief. Go back and read the story if you don't believe me. So listen, now here's what we want to talk about most couples miss, right? So think about borrowing belief, right? Borrowing, like
Okay.
in our relationship, we just talked about 27 years, how yours might be down sometimes, mine is always up. So can a spouse borrow belief? That's what I want to ask you. Can a
I
spouse borrow
mean,
belief from another spouse?
I don't know,
And by
because
borrowing belief,
you would think I would be there with as much belief as you have.
by borrowing belief, this is how I mean by that when I say that. I would say yes to that because I got enough belief not only for myself,
Right.
but I believe in myself and I believe in us.
Right.
You
And
see what I'm
I know
saying?
you do, but it also still does come down to me as an individual, and what I do, you can't do. Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
bake and you can't do
true
that.
that. True that.